All right, all right. How Jesus Christ. How is everyone? I hope everyone is very well. Let's do a mic check. Mic check. Yeah, I gotta be quiet. Yeah, okay. Mic is good. Mic is good. Very good mic. All right, all right. So what do we got? We got some comments. Let's read some comments from the commentators in the comment section. Uncomfortable says, please be quiet. And someone is making noise. Can everyone please mute their mics? Yeah. He hates the fact that he gets dominated by a slave who eats poop. I never ate poop yet, but yeah, that is my fantasy. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Like this morning, I was lying in bed and I couldn't help fantasize just eating poop. It's like when I was young, if you would have asked me, "Is that what you want to do?" I would have said, "What are you talking about?" But I don't know. Maybe like as I got older, I don't know. I don't understand it. That's like all I want to do. I just want to eat poop from the tushies of beautiful women. I don't ask me, don't ask, don't tell. Anyway, Uncomfortable says Ashley betrayed me, and not just Ashley, they all betrayed me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He abused me just like my parents abused me. He's a bully. Pretty much. Okay, okay. It doesn't look like anybody here wants to debate. This goes- yeah, true. I'm sorry, I really have to go. My order is waiting, but we can continue at 11 p.m. Yeah. I love my life. The most beautiful woman in the world is moving in with me. It's like a dream. I'm just so happy. Pretty much. I just don't care. I don't want to be a part of the Alex sphere. My life is so great right now. Everything is amazing. I have the most beautiful woman in the world moving into my place. Yeah. Very, very nice. Uncomfortable. You want to join me or you want me to be here all alone, sad and lonely? Wait, let me turn off my phones so they don't instigate an international incident. Tell me if my mic is okay because I don't know. I mean, it sounds okay, just barely. I have to whisper. Yeah, I have to whisper. We have entered a new age, the age of whisper. All right. Okay, let's go see what's going on the Discord. So I have a message. This guy said you gotta watch. Wait, where's the message? I don't know. You've been invited to join a server. Okay, I guess I can join a server, but what's the point? Bowling ball. I guess this is a bowling ball. Oh wait, a bowling ball has to have three holes, right? Well, none of them have three holes. So, wait, this is a bowling ball, but it doesn't have three holes. Where do you put the fingers? What's going on? I don't know. I mean, it's impossible to answer this one. All right, a bunny. This is a bunny, 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 and that's it. Pretty much. Invalid invite. All that for an invalid invite. Wait 1 second. Uncomfortable says the mic is great. That's good. Your reading speed has increased significantly though. That's not good. I want to actually. Oh, you're here. Hey, wait a minute. Holy shit, we almost got pain flashed. Jesus Christ. Wow, we almost got pain flashed. I added the guy. with the name Uncomfortable Truth, and he just showed it. Wait, did you guys see it? Wait, let me go see if you can see it. Let me see. Let me go back. Wait, let's see. Oh shit. Oh, but you couldn't see it. Or you couldn't see it. Let me go back and check. Um, Wait, let me check. Yeah, you couldn't see his PP, so it's okay. I don't care. Yeah, but you couldn't see his PP. Yeah, it's difficult to mark the time because when it's live, it's really complicated. I mean, I'm gonna have to just start taking down old streams. That's what all the streamers do. They either private them or you YouTube doesn't let you. I mean, it's very difficult to edit it out because it takes about 48 hours before you can edit it, and then you don't even remember on what day at what time. Maybe let me put it in my calendar. But we couldn't see him actually. We couldn't see his peepee, but he was. We could see him master debating. We did see him master debating. So let me just put on the calendar that we just got peen flashed. Got peen flashed. It's incredible how these guys. I mean, what? I don't know. I mean, this guy. That's what he does. I mean, it looked like it was a live peen flash. It looked like he was doing it live. Why do they do it? I mean, do they do it for sexual gratification? Are they homosexuals? Do they have homosexuality as a built-in tendency in their psyche? What's going on? Anyway, let us continue killing ourselves. So I like when you struggle to read a sentence in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, it's no, when I need to think, right? You're writing simple sentences, so it's easy to understand, short sentences. But if a sentence is long and complicated and I need to think as I'm reading, then I have to slow down. Like if it's like a debate or a contentious point, now you're reading quickly like a normal person. You cannot lose your uniqueness. Oh, okay. No, I don't like it. Like when Alex used to read, when he reads, I have no idea what he's saying. He reads really fast, and he doesn't tell you who he's reading, himself or the girl. So I have no idea what he's saying. Anyway, so was that guy impersonating me? Yeah, he had your name, the uncomfortable truth, and he peen flashed. I mean, he had a ginormous peen. I mean, he that must be 10 inch. He had a 10 inch peen, in my opinion. Just so I think it's like stock. I don't think it's that guy. I mean, it's my guess. It's Greg. That's like my guess, because we were spam attacked after I banned Greg, so I think it's Greg. Anyway, yeah, mark the time. Yeah, I put it in my calendar. At least I have the date, and it's the 11 o'clock show. All right, let's go to Discord. Okay, let's go to Discord. All right, so modern day. Anybody on the server? There's no one on the server. Oh, there are. Flat Earth. Let's go to Flat Earth.
Purpose has straight lines.
You think so?
Hello.
Absolutely.
If flat earthers
Look at-
piss you off so much, just let it go.
Hello.
He's the one that
Seriously.
asked it. What are you talking about?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
No,
Yes, we can hear you.
only you can hear you.
Oh, does anybody want to debate me?
About what?
What would you like
Yeah,
to debate about?
Oh, here I have a list of topics that I prepared a priori. So here's
Oh shit.
my list of topics. You may choose and perish. You're the best in town. So my latest ones are that Vegan Gains is a terrorist, vegan
What?
teacher. Yes, if you don't believe it, you can debate it. If right?
He's a terrorist,
Oh yeah, totally. I can prove it.
which means what?
Let's read what it says. Hold on, let me copy paste it to the proper location. Everybody,
Canadians aren't terrorists.
Canadians aren't terrorists.
Yeah,
Yes,
is
look.
it possible for a Canadian to be a terrorist?
Is it possible? Why not? Where in the definition of a terrorist
It's
or
not possible. It's actually impossible.
where in the definition of a Canadian or
They
a,
are literally the epitome of the kindest people on the planet.
that doesn't mean they cannot be terrorists. Like,
It
the
literally means they
kindest-
can't be terrorists.
Excuse me?
They just can't.
So
It's just
which
impossible.
which terrorist attack are Canadians responsible for?
I didn't say that they were part of a terroristic attack. I didn't say that he is part of a terroristic group. I didn't, he is a terrorist. He uses terroristic tactics. He uses terror to get his mission accomplished.
Which is
So let's read what it says. I pasted it. So Vegan Gains is a terrorist. Vegan Gains calls non-vegans Nazis. Of course, calling people Nazis in the current year can have devastating effects on their lives, hence effectively a terroristic tactic. So
What the flip and flop?
dude, this can't be real. Where's the candy camera?
why? what
Do
is
you think if someone calls me X person, suddenly I'm an X person?
no, that's not
Dude, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I don't give a shit.
wait,
Call me anything but late for dinner. That's the only thing I might get triggered by if you call me late for dinner.
okay.
Other than that, I don't give a shit.
Wait,
Because you can take whatever you call me, write it down, go to the bank and try and cash it, and let them get a laugh at your dumb ass, too. Because the only thing you're running is your mouth. You're not running the world. What you say doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter to you.
when you're called a Nazi,
And you call them a terrorist. So you're the same. You just pick different buzzwords that really don't mean anything because you don't even know what it means to begin with.
I agree. I agree that me calling him a terrorist is counterterrorism. It is terroristic. You could argue. We can have a debate about that if you want, but you would have to concede that he is a terrorist.
He's
Agree?
not.
Do you
Because
agree?
you said so?
No, you just accused.
How about I disagree? You're full of shit. And he is too. You're both full of shit.
Wait,
You
just
can go talk. If you don't like the guy, go talk to him. Maybe go have a beer. Maybe lift some weights. Do some squats. Is he a weight? Is he like a weightlifter or something?
Exactly. I don't want to debate him because I'm afraid that he will retaliate and write letters because he's one of those guys that writes letters. He organizes letter writing campaigns. He could write a letter to, to my real life acquaintances and
Oh no.
What do you mean?
He
oh,
might
no?
write a letter.
What do you
I wish I
mean?
would get some leathers. That'd be
Okay.
like
All right. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know how you can do that, but if
someone might write a leather.
no.
Can you imagine if somebody wrote a leather? What would happen?
First
like-
of all, it's not just him writing. When he has a very large audience, a very large following, and
There's more people could write leathers. Oh no, there's a terrorism. Death by leather. Death by paper cut.
Wait, do you not wait? What?
They could write leathers. It's the Unabomber all over again. They write you letters and it blows up your mailbox.
No.
Oh
They write
no.
you letters.
The horror.
These letters, let's say, come to the attention of your employer, and your employer.
Oh, your employer got the attention of a leather. This leather says this person's a Nazi.
Right?
Oh, because some triggered vegan
But
decided to write a leather.
look, but
Dude, that would be a promotion where I work.
no,
They'd be, fuck yeah, dude, you triggered some snowflake online, you wrote me a leather?
no,
Hot dog. You know, like,
no. This is
that'd be like a serious knuckle bump, dude.
no. That it could be.
Canadian terrorism spreads over the world with a leather writing campaign.
Why do you think he writes letters? Do you think he?
Yeah, because it triggers you probably, because you're bothered by it.
So you think he writes letters just because?
Yeah, because you're afraid of a leather. Like, you're afraid of, like, a drop of ink will make a million think. So him writing a letter causes you to actually think that's terrorism. That would be
Wait.
a wow moment. Dude.
You think that he writes letters because
I have no idea what this guy does or why he does it. I can only guess, and I would gander that you mentioned that his letter writing campaigns somehow equate to terrorism. And I would say, are leather writing campaigns terrorists? No, they're not. You're just being flipping out about something that you won't explain or take questions on. So how about don't get worked up by leather writers? And there, problem solved.
all right. What if my employer gets a letter or a letter campaign from
Get a new job.
Get a new job?
Yeah, if you can lose your job because someone wrote a letter to your boss is probably just looking to fire you already. Just looking for an excuse. Because I'm
Okay.
saying if a letter came to my job, my boss would be like, fist bump, dude. You triggered some vegan snowflake online, and they figured out who you were and where you worked, and then sent me a letter. Hot dog, dude. It's like, that takes talent, to freak someone out that hard. And then they got their audience to write more letters. It's like, we got to put this we got to slacker this for the break room.
Wait, you just conceded the entire debate.
No, you missed the point.
You
Getting
conceded.
a letter in the mail is not a terrorist action.
You conceded.
That does not inspire fear for a political agenda. You're just being goofy.
You conceded. I'll explain why you conceded. So you said that your boss was looking for an excuse to fire you. So you concede that letter was the excuse. So vegan gains caused me to get fired. According to you.
Okay, so how do you not get fired?
Look, I don't. That's a red herring. That's not part of
No,
our
because
that's
yeah,
not,
it is, because you might think getting a letter is a firing offense.
You think
that?
You conceded.
No,
You conceded.
no, I didn't. I told you if I got a leather, tell me how do I find this guy? I gotta get some leathers.
You conceded.
I want some leathers, dude. Give me a link to his social media. I'll tell him all kinds of shit. I will get to him. I want to do an experiment. I want to see how long does it take him to invoke his Canadian terrorism of leather writing campaign against me.
Okay, you conceded.
No, I want to do this. Okay, I want to see what happens.
You're
next.
changing the topic.
No, you told me that your debate topic was this Canadian Gaines or whatever is a terrorist. He's a terrorist because he writes letters. Holy shit, dude.
But you conceded.
Wow.
1 second.
No, I didn't say that. You said that, not me. I would tell you that writing letters is not terrorism. Terrorism is terrorism. And calling it terrorism just waters down what terrorism actually is.
1 second. Slow down. Okay, you conceded.
Someone called you a naughty name online. Big deal. Get over it. You know what you can do? If you think he's a terrorist, just turn your computer off. There you go. You've defeated his terrorism. He can no longer harm you.
You're changing the debate topic.
No, because you make it seem like somehow this guy is in your face and he's attacking your freedom and your liberty. He's trying to invoke a fear response for sort of political change. Turn your computer off. There you go. You defeated it. He'll never find you. He'll never write you a letter. You don't matter. at all.
Again,
at that point,
you're conceding further. You're
No-
conceding even
no
further.
concession. No
But
concession.
the-
He's not a terrorist.
no, you're conceding. You're telling
So
me
what do you want to do? Lock him in Guantanamo Bay? You want to do rendition? Call the FBI?
You're
How about
changing-
do that?
you're changing
How about go debate the FBI?
red
Call up
herring.
the FBI. Say, hey, there's this dude online who called you a mean name, and you want an instant rendition and bring him to Guantanamo Bay
You're-
and see what they say. And if they don't follow you, tell them they can see that too. If they tell you turn off your phone and grow up, act like a man for once in your life,
you're
and then they'll
conceding.
tell you that,
You're conceding.
yeah, sure, everyone conceded. Everyone, the whole world conceded. Now what? Now what do you want to do? You've convinced the whole world that writing letters is terrorism. Now what?
See,
Now what? Now what? What do you want to do now? Do you rendition? Is this guy a target of rendition?
are you going to let me speak?
Yeah, you just got to tell. This is what I want you to do. Tell me what happens now. The whole world, every single person in the whole world, you've been able to convince that this guy is a terrorist because he wrote someone a letter. Now what happens?
You're repeating yourself, yet you're not letting me speak.
Okay, go ahead. Come on, time is money.
Okay, so you conceded that.
No, I didn't concede.
Let me speak.
Okay,
Please.
this is how you get me to concede.
Let me
You
speak.
tell me what happens next.
Let me speak.
If you're able to tell me what happens next, I'll concede. I'll tell you straight up, I'll concede.
Why?
So what happens next? Okay, let's say hypothetically I conceded. Now what happens? What do you do for terrorists? You've got a terrorist. You've identified a terrorist. You've convinced me this guy's a terrorist. Now what? What happens now?
You're changing. That would be a different debate. We would.
No, it's not a different debate. It's letting you know that I've conceded. What do you do for terrorists? You've identified someone as a terrorist. What do you do about it?
That's a different debate. We'll have that.
Holy shit, dude!
on a
Like you
different
can't
day.
even. It's not the same debate.
No,
You said that you want to debate whether this guy's a terrorist or not.
exactly.
Okay, he's a terrorist. What do you do now? What do you do now?
Steelman.
Your next step is what you're going to. What do you do? Okay, you're going to nothing. Nothing. You're not going to do anything at all.
Prove to me that you concede. Steelman, my position.
Yeah, you think this guy's a terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is, right? Just without using the FBI, just a basic definition. The unlawful use of violence, especially against civilian targets, in the pursuit of a political agenda. So this is what this guy's doing. He's using violence on civilian targets in pursuit of a political agenda. What do we do now?
Wait.
Me and you. You've convinced me that writing a letter is actually violence. That's actual violence. Now, what happens now?
Wait, can you let me speak a little bit, please?
Just tell me what to do. What do you want me to do about it?
No, you just made a good point. You made actually a good counter. So let me just steelman your counter. So first of all, you brought up a definition. Could you please copy paste or link the definition to the
No, okay. How
chat?
about this? That definition doesn't exist. Here is the U.S. code. This is what I was really looking for.
Okay.
The CFR section 85.
Could you
U.S. Federal Code defines terrorism as the unlawful use of force and violence against persons or properties to intimidate or coerce government action. The targets are civilian or any segment thereof to further the advancement of a political or social objective. He wrote a letter to somebody.
wait? So you're not conceding?
No, I'm saying let's just go. We'll go with it. Like, let's just say you proved your point that he is guilty of this crime of terrorism.
No, I don't want.
He,
No.
What happens now? What
No,
does
you-
he get rendition?
No.
Do you rendition this guy?
No, you have a good counter.
Or you just unsubscribe? Oh, okay. So turn your phone off.
No, you have a good counter. You
Unsubscribe and unfollow.
Okay, look. Let me.
Dude, you will survive this.
Look,
You
have.
will survive somebody calling you a Nazi online.
All right.
You will survive that.
You're changing the topic. Please stop. Oh, by the way, I'm streaming this on YouTube. I hope you don't mind. This is live streamed.
Yeah, it's great because you're not supposed to do that either.
Oh. Let me just copy paste so you have a link to the YouTubes. Anyway.
Yeah, do it quick. Copy paste it.
I did. Here's the link.
Where?
It's in the chat. The Flat Earth VC text chat. I pasted tonight's show. I stream every morning and every night. Debates. I stream debates. Anyway, you bring up an excellent counter. I don't know if I'll be able to.
No, it's over, dude. Because you're not supposed to be live streaming any of these channels at all.
Who says?
Yeah, the server rules.
Where does it say that? Show me the rule.
So I know it always got to be leery because they told me, "Oh, don't be paranoid. No one's coming in here. No one's live streaming. No one's trying to sharpshoot comments." And yeah, they are. There's a bunch of idiots out there who do a lot of dumb shit and they're not supposed to. There's people constantly live streaming.
Wait, could you show? You said there's a rule on the server not to live stream. Can you show me the rule? I mean, you don't have.
No, I'll just have a moderator take care of you. Get your dumb ass out of here.
The moderator? But show me. Could you show me the rule?
Dude, I'm not going to act as a moderator.
No, just show me the rule.
That's all you need to know.
But you have no expectancy of privacy on a public server, right? You know the law. Gaming. I mean, yes, he. Tell him that I'm live streaming. Old boy streaming. That would be very interesting. I didn't know.
Who is watching your stream, dude? Like, you sound like just the most boring guy I've ever heard in my life.
Yes, I'm
going on it.
Yeah, the old boy's like
entertaining.
recording and streaming and shit. You know, told him to stop, but he won't stop. Told me that he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Is there a rule? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, yeah, old boy. What were you doing? What's your side of the story?
My side, I'm a YouTuber. I stream debates. I come to servers. I notify. Tonight I notified a little bit late, but usually I notify as soon as possible that I'm streaming. It says so in my description on my profile. Is there a rule not to record this Discord server?
Viper, do you want to handle this? So he's streaming apparently this call or hangout.
I mean, as long as everybody's okay with it.
Is someone not okay with it?
Yeah, I told him to stop right away. He told me that he's not going to do that.
Wait, if someone is not okay, should he leave? What's the rule?
No, we were all talking. We were talking without you.
And
then
rule?
you started streaming, and then the guys started leaving.
But is there a written rule that I can look at? And like, is there a rule? I mean, what is the rule? I mean, what should I do? Should I leave? Should I not leave?
If there's people on the call that don't want to be recorded, I would say don't record.
What do you mean you would say? What's the rule? Is it written somewhere?
I just gave you the rule.
Oh, are you the owner of the server?
No, I'm an admin here.
Okay. All right, then I will leave. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Yeah, terrorism. Learn it.
That was absolutely amazing. Unbelievable. Okay, let's read some comments. Yeah. I mean, he actually had a good counter because the definition of terrorism uses the word violence and threats and something. So he actually had a good counter. Anyway, but he didn't want to pursue his counter. I don't know why. Let me see. I'm looking to read comments I haven't read yet. The struggling, impersonating Mark. Okay. So Jeter fan says he conceded faux show. What is faux show? Bean Noyech says cat orange whistling. I guess it's a emoji that I would see on the YouTubes. Oh, I guess. And Jeter says porn bomb. Yeah, we got a porn bomber. Yes. Uncomfortable Truth says, LOL, this guy is completely going unhinged at this. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I think it's better not to tell them. Just there's no point in telling them because they have no expectancy of privacy, no expectation of privacy. So I'm protected legally. So I don't see the point. This fast-talking rager is overwhelming the CPU of Mr. Slave. Too many inputs, too much emotion. No, he wasn't overwhelming my CPU. I mean, he he conceded, but then he actually had a good counter, and he refused to, pursue his counter. So I tried, but instead he called the admins. Oh well. Next, Mr. Slave needs slow talking singular inputs. I mean, he wouldn't let me talk. The problem is that he would not let me talk. I don't care how fast you talk, just let me talk. He wouldn't. But it was actually a good debate because I learned something. I learned the definition of terrorism, which is problematic. I mean, so if someone makes a threat of violence, because he quoted the definition of terrorism as using violence, but what if it's just a threat of violence or just a hint? Like if the mafia comes and says, "Well, a nice business you got going. It'd be ashamed if something were to happen to it." So they're just hinting at nothing. Then I mean, so is that terrorism? Yeah. So then we need to look at the definition of the word terrorism, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to look at the word terrorist. Right? A terrorist is someone who sows terror in the hearts of people. So I just need to look at the definition of terror, and terror has nothing to do with violence. Terror is if I'm terrorized, if I'm fearful, there's no, it has nothing to do with violence. That would be my claim, but the dictionary is the dictionary at the end of the day, and he was actually quoting the code. Okay, he's so mad. Yeah, he was really mad. The guy was really mad. Mr. Slave, you concede, Discord guy. LOL. I love seeing Mr. Slave trying to get half a word out before the guy goes nuts, laughing my fucking ass off. This is comedy. This is the comedy I came here for. That's why I love debates. Now you understand why I love debates? That's why I love debates. Debates are the best. Show me to Ru. I don't understand what you're gonna say. Nah, Mr. Slave is very entertaining. This guy got triggered hard. Yeah. But this is a good server. I mean, I love this server, the Flat Earth. I get great discussions. I'm not going to tell anyone anymore that I'm streaming because nothing good ever happens when you tell them you're streaming. It's going to give them a reason why to object to. Wait, did I? Well, the worst thing that could happen is that they would ban me from the server. That would be terrible. All right. New mention. Oh, this doesn't matter. So, okay. I don't.
This website.
Oops. That was a mistake. All right, let's go to this guy. Echo Chamber. Echo Chamber. Is there anyone on the server? No, there's no one here. Pig. I mean, Vegan World. Let's see if there's people on the Vegan World. Oh, there's plenty. Let's try to debate people here. But let's. Oh, there's no comments. Let me just remove this. All right. All right. Let's go into cow.
Well, yeah, obviously, because the you know the
Hello.
white folk dominate the church.
Hey, does anybody
Do you
want to?
think Jesus ever met like a Chinese person?
No,
Does anybody want to debate
What do
me?
you think he would have thought if he had met like a Chinese person?
I would have been impressed.
Maybe we should have sent like Jesus to China and see like so you would have maybe you would have chilled there and it would have been cool.
Hey, can I?
Yeah, if you'd been sent to China, then all those Chinese people before like colonization wouldn't have had to burn in hell because they hadn't heard about Jesus.
Hey, can I?
Because the Bible does the Bible does say if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you go to hell.
Hey, can I interrupt for a second? I'm looking.
Amen.
I'm looking to debate. I'm looking to debate someone. I posted my list of debate topics. I only
Is
have
that Mr. Slave?
yes.
Hold on. What scripture says that if you don't believe in Jesus, you're gonna go to hell? Just tell me the scriptures. You apostate.
I know it definitely. says
Yehuda,
that
I love you.
I know that it definitely says that people that believe in him are saved.
Wait, does anybody want to debate me, please?
No.
Yeah, sure. I'll debate you. What's up, bro?
Okay.
Debate you, but it'll be really quick though because I'm trying to throw haymakers. So
Yo, legends. Legends. Me and you will double team. Me and you will double team.
It's tag 3 big dick ass niggas.
All right, wait. Who wants to debate me? And what's the topic?
To do this bust that nut challenge with.
Please pick a topic.
Also giving away another 100 free subscriptions to my OnlyFans.
I'll debate you on whether or not Shrek 2 is the greatest movie of all time.
It's not. Go fuck yourself. There is no layers to it. It's not an onion.
I never saw it. The greatest.
no, Shrek 2 is the greatest movie ever because he actually has a wife and Shrek is happy for once in his life and he doesn't have to bank the donkey.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave.
And then it all gets taken away in the next movie. And then it all gets taken away in the next movie. Why do you make a build up and then you take it away?
I'm
like
leaving.
is a happy.
All right, that was a waste of time. Let's read some comments. You're the best around. La, 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 la. Mr. Slave, I don't know what you Discord guy, yeah. And trying to get half a word. Show me rule. This guy got triggered hard. I love when Mr. Slave randomly barges in and says, does anybody want to debate me? Slave deserves his own soundtrack. This guy is a legend. Wow, guys, we have 8 live viewers. Now it's down to 7. Oh my God, so many people. All right, Javier says, legend has it Mr. Slave is the Khabib of debating 29-0. Pretty much. This is true. Mr. Slave is undefeated and undisputed and, may I add, unplugged. All right, let's try to find someone to debate. Let's maybe go into Trusted. Hello. Is anyone here? Can anyone hear me? I guess no one is here. Too bad. All right. Oh, I didn't join yet? 1 second. Trusted. Yeah, I'm joined, but no one. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1. Wait, why is it? Oh, yeah. Hello. Hello. Javier, is that you? Javier never hops on, so it's definitely bait. I can see Javier. Here, let me... Oh, I can't share? I cannot share this tab? Javier, let me know if you're trying to join, because it says here Javier is trying to join. So I have to assume it's a pin flasher. You're the best in town. La 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 la. We have 98 subscribers. We might reach 1 million very soon. We're almost at 1 million. Wait, I just heard someone.
What's up, weirdo?
Hey, what's up? Hey, you want to debate?
Bro, you wouldn't know a debate if it smacked you in the face.
We could debate that. You want to debate that? I'll debate whatever you want. I have a list of topics that I prepared a priori. You can.
Do you think that you can make money off of this somehow? Is that?
That's the plan. I plan to become a multi-trillionaire just by debating people. That's the plan, exactly. I haven't made my first $1 trillion yet, though. So, anything can happen. Anyway, is there a topic in the list of topics that I posted that you might want to debate me on?
I want to debate which babe is the hottest babe on your website.
Okay, I mean, it's difficult to know because you can only know.
Oh yeah, do you want to debate that?
Yeah, sure. I'm an expert. This is my expertise. So it's difficult.
No bitches.
Tristan.
It's difficult to know if a chick is hot unless it's a video. I mean only
they're all warm on the inside.
Bro, well, not all of them.
If you're saying right,
she cold.
I mean, basically, all warm-blooded creatures are warm on the inside. So,
unless they're dead,
right? Unless they're even when they're dead, they're also warm. Unless they're dead like for a few hours.
They're above 0 Kelvin.
About 8 hours.
My definition of warm is above 10 Kelvin. So.
Shut up! God damn it!
Anyway, okay, come on. Let's debate something. I just debated someone if Vegan Gains is a terrorist. I claim Vegan Gains is a terrorist.
I'm sure you do.
Vegan Gains is too much of a soy boy to be a terrorist. Let's be real. Like he just has to lie about like the papers. Like if it makes him a terrorist to the scientific community, then that's fine. But
no, my claim is here. I'll post my actual. I'm sorry. I'm yawning. I should not yawn. Yawning is not allowed here. My claim to fame is that Vegan Gains is a terrorist. Okay, Vegan Gains calls non-vegans Nazis. Of course, calling people Nazis in the current year can have devastating effects on their lives. Hence, is effectively a terroristic tactic. What say you?
So you're saying that calling someone a mean name, like, can be terrorism?
Yes. I mean, it's not that he's doing it privately. I mean, of course, calling someone a mean name privately is not terrorism. That's just being mean. But if you do it publicly and it's recorded, and what he does above and beyond just calling is he writes letters. He writes letters to to your acquaintances, to whoever he can to ruin your life. So he's trying to effectively ruin your life. So
I don't know that
mm-hmm.
being called a Nazi in current year really marks down your reputation that much.
But what if your boss, what if your employer receives a letter from a letter writing campaign that Vegan Gains, organized, which he does with his audience? So your employer is now inundated and is by a letter writing campaign, and so what then? I mean, right?
Yeah, I think that I think that that's fine. I don't think that's terrorism. I wouldn't want to hire a Nazi at my workplace either.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait.
Exactly.
But that's not terrorism. Terrorism is not when you, as a free, as a right to work, don't employ someone who has political beliefs that you don't have to make public. That is not terrorism. How are you defining terrorism?
Right. Sorry. I'm using the word terror. So to be terrorized is just, to cause to be caused to become afraid, basically.
Okay, do you think that people that want to kill Jews should be afraid of like people who don't appreciate that? Do you think Nazis should be afraid of being outed as Nazis?
Wait, isn't this a different topic? Aren't you like switching the topic?
No, because if you're saying that like that he's a terrorist, like you're kind of morally loading that category to saying that we shouldn't be calling Nazis, right? Like we shouldn't be calling them Nazis.
Wait, somebody corrected my typo. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. I was reading the comment. Could you please repeat?
Sure. So if I see someone like Sieg Heiling and I go online and I see their face next to a profile posting about how the Holocaust didn't happen, blah, blah, blah. If I see all that, I could pretty much know that they're a Nazi, right?
Okay. Where are you going with this? What is your...
Well, it's...
Mhm.
But I can know that they're a Nazi. Like, that's fair to say.
Sure, I'll grant you that. I don't believe so, but fine. Well, I'll concede. I don't see how this is relevant to our discussion.
Sure. So if I see someone Sieg Heiling and I see someone denying the Holocaust, saying why the Holocaust wasn't real, but I wish it did happen, whatever. If I see all that happening and I know their employer, right? I don't think it would be terrorism to say, hey, this person has this sincerely held position, right? Like saying that someone truthfully holds a belief is not terrorism.
Are you guys still debating Greta Thunberg?
No, we're debating vegan gains.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see. I see. Okay, let me so what if what if let me think about it, but what if in response to vegan gains claiming that I'm a Nazi or someone is a Nazi, then someone goes ahead and attacks them violently, physically?
Oh, I think that's justified. Absolutely. It's a form of self-defense. Like Nazis are like...
Okay, 1 second. Isn't being a Nazi protected by the First Amendment?
Yeah, from the government. Yeah. Morally, though, I think that they should be shot, like, easily.
Wait, would you shoot a Nazi?
Yes. If I could get away with it, yes.
Wait. But what if you could not get away with it?
Then I wouldn't.
So
it's purely out of my legal interest that I would not shoot a Nazi.
So you're against the First Amendment?
No, I'm actually... The reason why I would shoot a Nazi, hypothetically, in a video game is because I'm pro-First Amendment. Nazis are not First Amendment. If someone was advocating to take away your freedom of speech, and they gain political power, and they gain relevance, and they gain traction, and they gain political capital, and they use that political capital to take away your... Like, at some point, they have to be stopped. Wherever you draw that line is arbitrary, but somewhere they have to be stopped because they are a threat to free speech.
But
It's called the tolerance paradox.
wait a minute, but did not the Supreme Court rule that Nazis have freedom of speech? They're
Yeah,
allowed.
from the government.
Excuse me?
But again, I'm making a moral argument here. I'm not making a legal one. I'm saying that morally, Nazis have no place in a democratic society.
No, but the Supreme Court determined that they're protected by First Amendment. So
Yes, from the government. The government does not persecute or prosecute people for protected speech. But I'm saying that I think it is morally justified to remove anyone in society that poses a threat to its democratic interests.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. All right. I certainly understand you. Okay, so let's continue from this point. So let's say the person didn't do all those things. Maybe the person questions the validity of the statistical claim that 6 million Jews were murdered in the Holocaust. He says, no, it must be a smaller number. You know, he doesn't deny that the Holocaust occurred. He just says, I went through the stats. 6 million is exaggerated. It's more like maybe 60,000, for example. You know.
Yeah, then that's effectively the same thing as denial.
So you would murder them?
I mean, if that's all they did, I probably wouldn't murder them.
I mean,
but
this guy did a PhD. I mean, his PhD.
No PhD in history is saying that there was only 60,000 Jews dead there. That's not a thing.
Have you? Okay, fine. Let's assume that he did his research and you debate him and he shows you all the research that he did, and it's very sound. So he really so you wouldn't murder him either way, right? I mean, he really believes it. I mean, other than that, he's a terrific guy.
I don't care if he really believes it, Mr. Slave. Like, that's not. I don't care if most Nazis. I mean, let's be real. Most Nazis don't sincerely believe what they believe. Most Nazis recognize the absurdity of their beliefs, which is why they operate in covert dog whistles. Right? That's why they speak in code. That's why they talk in dog. That's why they think they're being clever. The media.
This guy, you talk to him, he's a terrific guy, except for he went through.
Except for he denies the Holocaust.
No,
right.
He does not deny. He explicitly says, "I don't deny the Holocaust." So you cannot claim. But he went through the stats.
Right.
He went through the numbers. He visited the actual locations. He did, he's an expert. He looked at the machinery. He looked at the bodies. He says, no, it's way exaggerated. It's more like 60,000 or some other number that is significantly less than, but he researched it. He doesn't even hate Jews. His friends are Jews. He's pro-Jewish. He's pro-Palestinians, whatever, the country of the Jews. He loves Jews. Maybe he's even his wife is Jewish. Maybe his father is. He doesn't.
Right.
But he says, no. Look, I looked into it. He might even be Jewish. Wait a minute. What if he's Jewish?
Okay, then I would just say he's wrong.
Fine. So obviously, if you have a Jew who could say this, and you wouldn't kill him.
I don't care. No, I don't care that he's Jewish. I don't care if he loves Jews or whatever. Still wrong. Like, if you're saying that, he's highly credentialed in his field, then I could just point to the overwhelming consensus by many other PhDs in the field who have studied this exact same historical phenomenon. And say, okay, well, all of them are saying
he's fringe.
That
he's minority. He's fringe. That's not the issue.
Right.
Fine. He knows he's out of the consensus. But it's okay. You would not kill him, right? You have to think about.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't ever come across an honest Nazi that uses
he's not even an
actual.
He's not a Nazi.
Sure. I have never come across an honest interlocutor that flies in the face of consensus that severely and is also that critical. So honestly, it's really difficult for me to engage with this scenario you're elaborating. This would be like saying, like, to me, this would be like saying
wait a minute, hold on.
What if like hold on. This would be like you coming up to me and saying, "Hey, what if someone who had like 8 PhDs in like theoretical physics, whatever, what if they came up to you and said, I'm not convinced that the Earth is round. I actually think that's in the shape of a donut, and here's my mathematical." Right, like that's what you're saying to me right now, except with the Holocaust.
Fine, but
right.
But are you refusing to answer the question?
No. I just like, I would have to question fundamentally the motives of someone who would be willing to commit to something that far out of consensus while also being that. Do you know what I mean?
Your audio keeps cutting. Are you wearing a headset?
Yes, I am.
Why is your audio always cutting all the time?
It's Linux. Don't use Linux, kids.
Maybe your sound. Check your sound card. Make sure your sound. Oh, I don't even know if you have a sound card.
Is it better now?
We'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so what's the answer? Would you kill him or not?
Probably not.
Probably. So you might.
Probably
kill
not.
him?
I mean, if it, like, right now, I'm assessing his motives.
He's an anti-Nazi. He's anti-Nazi. He hates Nazism. He hates Hitler. He hates everything. He's a capitalist. You know, the Nazis were like anti-capitalist. Hitler was like a socialist.
No, they weren't.
I mean, Hitler. Okay, fine. Whatever. He hates Nazism. He is. What do you call it? He's an objectivist. He's
right.
libertarian.
Yeah, I understand.
He's a good guy.
Look, I mean, look, if his motives are pure,
Yes.
which I have a hard time believing if he's willing to deny the Holocaust,
He's
and
not denying.
it is, Mr. Slave, it is it is on its face a deny. You said 60,000.
Yeah.
He's saying 60. Okay, it is on its face denial of the Holocaust, because Holocaust means mass killing.
60,000?
If he's saying it's only 60,000,
60,000
that
is
is
not mass killing?
no, not compared to 6 million, which is what the Holocaust alleges.
Okay, fine, whatever. But so are you going to kill him or not?
Probably not.
Probably?
Probably not.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I just have a very, very low tolerance for Nazis. I don't know about you, but I think they're pretty bad.
Wow. I really hate Nazis, but I would never harm a Nazi ever.
Why?
Because I mean,
what value do they bring to society?
I mean, we could. It's a different debate. I should maybe make it a new point that Nazis are not as bad as communists. Communists.
Almost choked on my food.
Yeah.
So Nazis are not as bad as communists. This is the new.
Okay, fine. That's a different debate. It's a different debate. Okay, so let's continue with our debate concerning the vegan gains.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, we have to go back. So anyway, Vegan Gains writes a letter about that guy. But he does it because he's not a vegan. I mean, he just uses it. You know, Vegan Gains wants to protect the animals. He wants to protect animal rights. So because Vegan Gains wants to protect animal rights, he wants to save lives. So he'll do anything, including write a letter and organize a letter writing campaign to get this guy fired from his job, and then hound him in the next job and next job and next job. So this guy will never be able to work.
You get a Nazi fired from his job?
Well, the same guy that you said you would not kill. Probably.
Okay, wait. Just to be clear, you're saying that Vegan Gains organized a letter writing campaign for someone with a PhD in World War II history, specifically studying the Holocaust, saying that only 60,000, and he made a good faith effort to substantiate this claim. You're saying that happened?
No. This is a hypothetical.
Okay. If Vegan Gains did that, I would say that that's probably over the line.
Wait, over the line? So Vegan Gains is a terrorist?
In this hypothetical, with the not a Nazi Holocaust denier, yes, that would be over the line.
So you would agree that okay. So wait. So okay. Let's formulate.
Well,
formalize your. Wait, somebody's making noise. So let's formalize.
It's Tristan. He's being very rude.
Oh, okay. So let's formalize your position. So you're saying that. Look, I'll tell you my position. My position is that Vegan Gains, as do basically all vegans in my experience, they use terrorism in order to force people to become vegan, not to leave veganism, and not to debate them. See, the reason I refuse to debate Vegan Gains is because I know how dangerous it is. I know this guy can and will write letters about me if I ever debate him and and ruin his reputation.
Has he done this before? Like, has he written letters about people before and gotten them like doxxed and like? Okay, who?
I'm not saying doxxed. I've seen him on his live stream on multiple occasions writing letters about people being Nazis and trying to.
Did he use their names?
Yeah. He
That's doxing. Yeah.
Bruh.
No.
Writing a letter to someone's employer is not doxing.
Right.
But like Vegan Gains would never debate you. You're absolute trash.
Okay.
Ad hominem.
No, it's a different debate. We're not doing that debate now. We're doing another debate. Anyway, so so you would agree that Vegan Gains is a terrorist?
No.
So here's my position again. Let me formalize it and formulate it again. So I'm saying that Vegan Gains, as do many vegans, they use terroristic tactics in order to promote their political agenda.
Hold on. By terroristic tactics, you mean they use terror, which means that they inspire terror in people by using emotionally charged language, right?
No. They try to terrorize you, like get you fired, get you canceled. They try to destroy your life in real life. If you ever,
whose life has Vegan Gains destroyed, or who has he attempted to destroy? Whose life has he attempted to destroy?
I've seen him try to. I mean, I've seen him writing letters in 2 separate videos that I watched him. I basically never watched Vegan Gains. So if I saw it twice, that's
Which video?
I don't remember. But if I saw it twice, it's an indication that he does it a lot. Because like on the basically on the 2 times that I watched him, he did it. So he probably does it a lot. But it doesn't matter, even if he did it once. I mean,
so you're saying that that it's dangerous for people to attach labels to other people?
No,
because doing so could endanger them or put their prospective employment at, which would be unfair. As long as they're not breaking, they shouldn't have instances taken against them, right?
Your audio is
I keep on seeing it. I like bug out. Give me 1 second. Let me try to see if I can fix it.
All right.
Okay. Push to talk it is. So you're saying that people should have the ability to espouse what they believe, whether it's sincere or not. And as long as they're not breaking the law or inciting violence, they should be allowed to say these things without fearing repercussions from said community, right? In terms of their employment.
I think that would be a separate debate, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, you're saying that Vegan Gains is using terrorism, or he's
Right.
using letter writing campaigns
Yes.
to get people fired from employment.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need evidence of that.
No, let's assume it's a hypothetical. Let's go with the hypothetical.
Sure, the hypothetical.
He's trying to cancel someone. Now, the reason he's trying to cancel,
Wait, is he trying to cancel them or get them fired?
I mean, he's trying. He is beginning the hounding. He's going to hound the guy. Every new employer, he will hound the employer until the guy, has no more hope. Like, how long can you survive, going for another job, and each time, getting fired because you're being hounded. So,
Okay, so just to be clear, he's hounding prospective employers to not hire this person because they're a Nazi?
So I would claim it's because they're not vegan. I would claim.
Okay. Okay.
Or maybe vegan.
Wait. So is he
gain-
saying that they're a Nazi and lying about it because they're not vegan?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. So So that would be called slander when he's knowingly saying something false, and because he did that, that other person suffered damages. Now that is not protected free speech. And if Vegan Gains was doing that, I wouldn't call him a terrorist, but I would call him like breaking the law. I think that would be a fair way to describe that, and that would be worthy of a lawsuit.
But so wait, what would you sue him for? Because
Slander.
Slander because he wrote a letter that claiming that like I'm a Nazi.
Yes. If he knew that was not true, and if it's not true, B, you can prove he knew it wasn't true, and that would be indicated by him saying, well, this guy's not a vegan, so let's just make whatever shit up we want about him, right?
Okay.
And C, there was damages, meaning that person lost out on employment.
Okay.
That would entitle that person to win a bunch of money from it.
1 second. I would claim that that's a red herring. That's a different discussion. So our discussion is Vegan Gains sowing terror in his political opponents' hearts? Yes or no? Is he
no, because if he's doing what you're describing him doing, then that person would have legal recourse, which would mean that they wouldn't have to be afraid anymore because the criminal justice system would take care of him.
Hold on. If an actual terrorist uses actual terrorism with actual bombs, I also have legal recourse. That doesn't remove the definition of terrorism. You can be
kind of does.
1 second.
That's a whole different. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I have legal recourse to deal with a terrorist. That does not remove the definition of them being a terrorist.
The difference is there's no physical harm coming to you with the slander that I'm talking about. With the bombs, there's physical harm coming to you or your property.
Wait a minute. You're changing everything. Hold on 1 second. So I'm claiming Vegan Gains is sowing terror in the hearts of his political opponents. He's trying to promote his political aspirations, his political beliefs, by terrorizing his political opponents, basically shutting down any opposition using terror, by terrorizing potential and existing political opponents to veganism. That's my claim.
Which you haven't substantiated in any means, except for saying you saw part of 2 YouTube videos.
No, but let's say he uses. I mean, let's say he, at the end of the day, look, the fact is, I am terrorized. That's why I will not debate him, because I'm afraid of the repercussions.
Dude, that's your problem.
Fine.
You have no evidence that he was using these tactics.
Wait, what do you mean? Which one? I saw.
You're imagining that he's using these tactics of calling prospective employers and calling him a Nazi.
If he does that.
If he does that, that would be bad. But you have no evidence that he's doing that.
Would you agree it's terrorism?
No, that's slander. I don't look. I'm not like.
But if he
like slave. Yeah. I'm not like a liberal. Okay, words have meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like to load the word terrorism into everything because words have meaning. Okay, what you're talking about is slander, not terrorism. Terrorism is politically motivated violence that results in people distrusting the apparatus or the police or the military. That's what terrorism is. Now, slander is knowingly saying something false about someone in a way that causes them harm.
Wait a minute.
But you don't have proof of either. That's the problem.
It's a hypothetical. This is for now. It's just a hypothetical. Wait. So if Vegan Gains sows terror in the hearts of his political opponents, would you agree or disagree that makes him a terrorist?
I would disagree because I do not share that definition of terrorism.
So your definition of terrorism is
politically motivated violence that seeks to undermine an institution or sow distrust with the government or military.
Oh, so you cannot use terrorism against private citizens?
Well, no, you can. But what it does is it creates distrust in the government or military.
Wait.
Because 9/11 was a terrorist attack, but it put distrust in the American government because they're like, dude, you're just letting all these towel heads in through our borders and they're just going to fly planes all over the place. That's like the perfect example of terrorism, right?
One second. Wait, can you or can you not apply terrorism to private individuals?
Yes, I just gave you an example in which you could. Yeah.
No, but let's say there is no government. Let's say there is no government.
No.
Wait a minute. I live on an island with a bunch of friends. We live on an island. There's no government, but there is one guy that is terrorizing me. And he's threatening me, and I end up capitulating to his demands, or at least I'm afraid he's terrorizing me, so I become fearful of him. Would you say that's terrorism?
No, that's not what terrorism means.
Oh, wait a second. So if someone terrorizes, if A terrorizes B, then is A terrorist?
No, he's someone who inspires terror. Just because, okay, they sound similar. Slave, they sound similar. Okay, I will grant you that. The words terrorist and someone who terrorizes someone else sound similar, but lots of things sound similar to other things and might even be related in certain ways tangentially, but that doesn't make them all the same. Okay?
1 second. In one word, a person who terrorizes people, in one word, is a... Right? It's many words. Let's
terrorizer.
A terrorizer?
Yes.
I see. All right. So I guess you would agree that Vegan Gains is a terrorizer?
In this hypothetical that you have yet to substantiate any proof of, yes. And literally, the definition of terrorizer, someone who terrorizes, who induces terror.
I see. I see. Wait, you just read a dictionary definition?
Yeah? You have a better one?
No. So there is an entry for terrorizer. There's an entry for terrorizer, and there is an entry for terrorist.
I mean, is this what it's down to at this point? Semantics? I mean, terrorist is a person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, and the pursuit of political aims.
Intimidation, perfect.
Violence and intimidation.
So what if it's only intimidation?
Then no, that's just intimidation. That's not terrorism. Like voter intimidation, right? If you were to go to let me explain, right? If you were to go to like Baltimore, Maryland in a KKK outfit and you were to stand outside the voting polls, right? That would be unlawful intimidation, but that would not be violence and thus not considered terrorism. However, if you were to lynch a black person outside of the voting polls, then yeah, you would have a stronger case for terrorism because that's unlawful violence and intimidation against civilians and probably in the pursuit of political aims and getting black people to not vote.
Wait, so if I only intimidate without applying violence, I'm only intimidating, then I'm not a terrorist?
Yes, correct. You are not.
I'm just an intimidator.
Correct.
So I have to use violence, and even violence is not enough because I have to use violence and intimidation
for political gains against civilians.
So if a person uses violence, what would he need to add for it to be also intimidation?
Unlawful violence, and it would probably have to be like done in such a way. Hold on, you just have to wait, Slave. You just asked me a question.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're asking what would he have to add to make it intimidation?
Right. You said no. You said a terrorist has to use two things: has to use violence and intimidation. So
correct.
So Bin Laden, he only used violence. What would he need to add? Right.
Do you think 9/11 intimidated people?
But
I would say that 9/11 probably intimidated a few people. Like we can just look at the gas consumption like around New York afterwards. I mean, the entire TSA is result of intimidation.
One second. So, but 9/11 used violence, right? They used violence. They killed people. Where's the intimidation?
After 9/11 happened, the Taliban took credit of it and then said that they will purge the American infidels off of the face of the earth.
So before they did this threat, this was not terrorism, according to you?
No, it was terrorism. It was just a plan in action.
No,
right?
Pretty sure they were also intimidated before they knew.
Yeah, like
1 second. I'm only dealing with one interlocutor at one time, please. No,
you're not dealing with shit, bitch.
No double tag team, please. And also, I'm running out of time. I almost have to go kill myself.
Will you film it?
Anyway, so what you're saying is that after 9/11, they were still not defined as terrorists.
No, they were.
No.
What do you mean?
No, you said, and after that, they said that they will purge. Only then, according to you, they become terrorists. That's what you said.
No,
wait,
that's not what I said.
So, wait, what?
That's not what I said.
Okay.
I said that it has to be violence
Mm-hmm.
and intimidation.
Right.
That if those two components are present, then it can be, and if it's in the pursuit of political aims.
Sure.
It doesn't say if people know that it's in the pursuit of political aims. It doesn't say that.
No.
It just says if it's in the pursuit of political aims.
I'm only
right.
I'm only
Whether or not people know
no.
exactly the purpose of the attack is irrelevant.
No. I'm not dealing with that. You said that the next day they came out and announced that they're going to purge. So that was
Yes.
and that you say is the intimidation part. Without which you would say it would not be defined as terrorism.
No, because there was intimidation before that. But that's like the clearest line that you can say, okay, this is intimidation,
again,
and this is made explicitly clear that that they have political aims.
Well, okay, so again, after 9.
Wait, Mr. Slave, are you familiar with the Loki's wager fallacy?
No, please let me ask you a question. I'm cross-examining.
Okay, this is your last question because you've been like grilling me, trying to find an inconsistency for like
Stop
20 minutes.
derailing Neon. You gotta let him finish his question.
Shut up, Blue Sky. Get the punchline of a joke, okay?
You're derailing him.
Okay, Mr. Slave, you get one more question, and then I get to ask you something, okay?
I don't understand, but hold on. Let me just ask you, and then we can deal with the conditions of my surrender. So what you're saying is, okay, so after 9/11, you would agree that there was only violence, yes or no? 9/11 was a pure act of violence. There was no intimidation, yes or no?
No,
it was
absolutely
both?
not.
9/11 was both?
No.
We're waiting for this.
Charitably, I would say that when the first plane hit the tower, that's violence. But when the second plane hit the tower minutes later, that's intimidation.
Fine.
Because that shows it was deliberate.
Fine. So what you're saying is that if they only struck one plane against the building, you would not define that as terrorism.
Yes. Oh, no, because that would have been ruled as like an accident, right? Like a lot of people thought it was an accident. And if they were trying to do that and then nothing happened after that, then it would just been ruled as an accident.
No, but let's say we found out, the tapes, and we realized that they did it on purpose.
Then yeah, that's terrorism.
Wait, is there intimidation?
Yeah, because then people figured out that, oh shit, that wasn't an accident. Because like I said, a lot of people thought it was an accident at first, right? People were stop. People were commenting on it casually. Like there's even a news feed you can find on YouTube actually that talks about how the fuselage might explode, and then the second tower blew up, and then they're like, oh man, it looks like the fuselage blew up in the other building, right? Because they didn't realize that the other plane had hit the tower, right? But it did, right? You can see the plane hit the tower, and then you can see the explosion. They're like, oh yeah, the fuselage blew up, right? So the point that I'm making is that like you're trying to find like exactly when it became terrorism, right? When I don't even think you disagree that it is terrorism, right? And we're so far away from the central claim at this point that Vegan Gains is a terrorist that I genuinely don't know where we are. This is an example of the Loki's wager fallacy. Do you know what that is?
No, I know Loki from the Avengers.
Okay, so Loki is also a Norse mythology figure, and I'm stealing this argument from Destiny, so your stream can know that. So Loki's wager. Loki went up to a group of fucking elves. I don't fucking know. He went up to a group of dudes, and
it was dwarves.
It was dwarves. He went up to a group of dwarves, and he made a wager with them. And he said, "Okay, dwarves, if I lose this wager, you can have my head, but only my head. I will not give you an inch of my neck." Right? And then they're like, "Okay, whatever." And then he loses the wager. But because they couldn't define exactly where the head was versus the neck, even though they're clearly two separate things, right? Just because you can't define exactly where the head is versus the neck doesn't mean that the differences don't exist. That's the Loki's wager fallacy. You're trying to figure out exactly when it became terrorism. And because you're trying, I mean, even though I've done pretty well defining when it became terrorism, you're trying to make the implication that because I can't find exactly where it became terrorism, that the two categories must not exist, right? But it's all a distraction from a claim that you have still failed to prove that Vegan Gains is a terrorist, that you have on your website, that you had time to prepare, you had time to comb through video footage. You chose this topic. I'm going to ask you for evidence at this point.
Oh, I mean, at this point, I thought you said. Anyway, I mean,
Wait,
I
just to be clear, you were wrong, right? You admit that, yeah.
how was I wrong?
Oh no!
I mean,
it was just demonstrated to you for like 20 minutes.
We are in the midst of a debate.
You literally just talked about your conditions to surrender. I'm pretty sure.
Excuse me?
Okay, no mind. He's gonna derail now.
No, I have to
Mr.
go.
Slave, one of your debate topics. Hold on. Don't flee, you little weasel.
I mean, surrender's when you go. It's tactical.
One of your debate topics is that like you have to like the goal of a debate is to like admit when you're wrong and like take on the other person's position. So you should about this time be taking on the position that Vegan Gains is not taking on is not doing terrorism according to your own rules.
I mean, in the I just debated someone just before I came here. I debated someone else, and he brought up the U.S. code, and in the U.S. code, the definition of a terrorist is there's no intimidation there. There's pure violence, I think. So
so what violence has Vegan Gains committed?
No, fine. I mean, if you would have used U.S. code, then you would have standing. But if you use the definition with the and intimidation, then I saw a loophole in your argumentation. I was trying to exploit it.
What violence and intimidation has he done?
But you're doing a good job defending your loophole. So it would take me a long time, maybe too much. So I would have to.
So you have an argument against it, but you just spread longer on saying it basically, and you don't have time because you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm limited. I only stream for 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour at night, and then I kill myself each time.
Okay, Mr. Slave.
Do you?
By the way, do you have a meaningful? Because I remember yesterday. Okay, I'm going to bring you back to this. Do you have a meaningful distinction between Donald Trump and Greta Thunberg that makes Greta Thunberg an international terrorist, but not Donald Trump?
Oh, we need to debate that, but that would be a topic for a totally different time.
I think Mr. Slave got blown out now. He's fleeing, making a tactical retreat.
I am completely blown out. My life is not worth living anymore.
That's not what I said, Mr. Slave. Nobody's saying that your life isn't worth living.
I am saying that.
Blue Sky, you can't even get the punchline.
I believe this.
Okay.
Wait, he believes in Jesus?
I don't believe that, Blue Sky or Mr. Slave.
You don't believe what? That my life is
I don't believe that your life is not worth living. You can have a very full life.
I found your YouTube channel.
There's like 0 videos to stream on there.
Wait, what? What? I don't understand what you guys are saying. What are you saying?
I don't know. Just ignore them, dude. I have no idea.
They speak so fast.
Yeah. They're all on Adderall.
I don't know what that is.
Don't worry, Mr. Slave. I believe you. I stand behind you. I believe you.
Well,
all right.
You would have to steel man my position in order for me to believe that you believe. But I don't.
Listen, charitably,
yes.
Vegan Gains is a terrorizer.
Right.
Because he inspires terror in people because of the way that people treat animals in the animal agriculture industry, the way that he exposes conditions that people that the animals are subject to, like them having to sit in their own shit while they eat, them having to be in like dark, cramped rooms where all you have to do is turn off the fucking vent and they all suffocate to death. You know, it's like the most humane Minecraft farm, but in real life, right? Like him exposing that arguably causes people to experience terror. Right. And so for that reason, you could call him a terrorizer, but he's not using violence in any way that I've ever seen.
Wait, you said violence and intimidation.
Sure. He's not doing either.
No, you need both.
Yeah. So the burden of proof is even heavier on you, assuming that you
Right.
accept that definition of terrorist, not terrorizer, but terrorist.
Yeah, we went with your definition. That's the loophole. Yeah.
What is your definition?
I said it in the beginning that it just if you sow terror in the hearts of your political opponents, I would consider that being a terrorist.
Do you think Destiny's a terrorist?
Destiny? I don't know Destiny. I know he.
Okay, do you think
Vouch?
Bosch? Do you think he's?
I don't.
Do you think he's?
I don't know. Do they write letters? Do they organize letter writing campaigns?
Actually, do you think Donald Trump is a terrorist? Because that guy definitely sows terror in.
I know he sows terror in the heart of Ron DeSantis. I know that to be. Oh my god.
Well, Nia believes he sows terror in little kids, but you know that's
probably this is true.
I don't know. We would have to discuss it.
No, you do know because he sows terror on people, right? So
yeah, he
that would
sows.
fit your
Yeah.
definition.
He sows
And it's pretty simple.
terror in the hearts of his political opponents. So you're saying
He sows terror in me 100%. I'm his political opponent.
Yeah, I think that Ron DeSantis is terrified of Trump.
we would have to discuss it. Yes, I conceded that you might be right. I would have to. I don't have.
I consider it possible that you're right, Leon. What a concession! it does
honestly-
in fact not violate a law of logic.
Honestly, that's actually like one of the most like honest like debate interactions I've ever had. Like I've conceded the possibility of you being right, Neon, is
There is in fact a non-zero chance.
like I have to give him credit for that. I'm not even being facetious. Like I actually do appreciate that.
I don't have a dog in the fight. Trump versus the universe. I'm a little bit at this point of a Trump supporter. I used to be much more, not anymore. So
Do you?
Do you think that he stole the election, or that Biden stole the election?
No, I don't think Biden stole the election.
Okay, then why would you support Trump?
We could discuss this the next time. I don't want to run out of.
Let's discuss that tomorrow. Actually,
He has to say hi. So I just owner. Okay.
I'm gonna give you the prompt in advance so we can have this discussion tomorrow if you're so inclined.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you if Trump knowingly promotes a lie that he was robbed of the 2020 election, why would you support him? That's my question. Feel free to stew on it. You have 24 hours.
I will fight you and I will
Also-
kill you.
Mr. Slave, I like how your like YouTube channel is like plastered with like sexy women all over the place.
Whatever it takes,
for no
man.
reason.
Get
There's
that
no
bag.
relevance to your channel at all.
Literally none. Get that bag.
You have 24 hours.
You should put Subway Surfers gameplay on it too.
What is that?
No. You should play the Crazy Fork Nintendo game while you're like.
I don't play any. I'm very old. I don't play video games.
How old are you?
I'm under 1,000, just under 1,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's been a hell of a roller coaster ride with you. I really enjoyed it. You're terrific debaters, unquestionably. I'm gonna go now. I have to kill myself, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Don't kill
Have a good
yourself,
night.
by the way. Please don't
Okay,
kill yourself.
okay. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was actually kind of fun. I actually had some fun. I can't say that every day. All right, let's see some of the comment section Mr. Slave is undefeated and undisputed. LOL. You can hear everyone on Discord is getting so tired of Mr. Slave. That's not me. What do you mean that's not? Oh, yeah. No, it's fake. Yeah, I know, because you never come on. I know. It was weird. All right, Mr. Slave needs to debate Synth, famous middle school debater boy. I didn't know he's middle school, but I have debated him. He is nothing to write home about. He's just, another lovely guy. That's it. What are you doing in our Discord streaming it here, Hannah Anderson? Yeah, you need to inform people you are live streaming them to your channel. Never. I'm never going to inform anyone anymore. Nah, no, you don't. Yeah, exactly. This guy sounds beta. Yep. I don't even know if it's a guy. Hannah, I think, is the name of a gal. Holocaust means burned sacrifice, not mass killing. Yeah, they're going by the dictionary. The dictionary is mass killing and what else? Mass killing and something else and genocide or something. I don't know. There's two definitions. Yeah. Do you guys watch this for real or ironically? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do it for real. Okay, there's a private chat. Javier, put a screen up. It doesn't help if I put a screen up. Oh, but I can add the guy and put the screen up. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it might be a good idea. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on this incredible journey. I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., and we'll continue. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.